Rhea Ripley may have accidentally injured a top WWE superstar. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Rhea Ripley may have accidentally injured a top WWE superstar. The Eradicator is set for yet another title match at WrestleMania when she faces Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship in Las Vegas. However, there is a possibility that the title picture would have looked different if it were not for the injury to Bianca Belair at last year's WrestleMania. The EST of WWE injured her hand and ended up with a broken finger during the triple threat match against Ripley and Io Sky. Belair has been absent from action since and recently underwent surgery. During a recent appearance on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show, Ripley recalled how Belair informed her during the match about her injury and suggested she might have been responsible for it. "I might have landed on it. You should have seen it in the match. We hit the ground and I see her turn around and she goes, 'I think I broke my finger.' And I'm like, 'Oh, that's not good,'" she said. Ripley also said that they were halfway through the match when the injury occurred. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair began therapy a few weeks ago, and it was recently reported that she has begun light training in hopes of an in-ring return. Rhea Ripley has the odds stacked against her heading into WrestleMania 42. A couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, Jade Cargill revealed a new alliance with Michin and B-Fab. The two stars attacked Rhea Ripley and laid her out. This week, Ripley took on B-Fab on the Blue brand. However, just moments into the match, interference from Cargill led to a disqualification. The newly formed group attacked Rhea Ripley before the women's champion planted her with a Jaded to end the segment. This means the Nightmare will have her work cut out if she wants to take the women's title from Cargill's grasp at WrestleMania 42. Female WWE star breaks the internet. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, and others react. A female, WWE Superstar from Monday Night Raw recently broke the internet by posting a picture of her impressive physique. Her photo has gone viral, drawing positive reactions from several stars and fans. The superstar in question is American-made Nile. She recently uploaded a picture of herself on Instagram flexing her shredded physique in a blue swimsuit. Popular stars such as Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Maxine Dupree, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Jade Cargill, among others, reacted to the Nile's transformation. Massive multi-woman match announced for WrestleMania on WWE Raw. The March 30th edition of Monday Night Raw from MSG saw Lash Legend and Nia Jax defend their women's tag team championship against the team of Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. The match ended via DQ after the Bella Twins and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss showed up. Bliss and Flair entered the ring and attacked the Irresistible Forces, which forced the referee to award the win to the champions via DQ. The babyfaces first threw Lash Legend and Nia Jax out before arguing over who deserved a shot at the title at WrestleMania 42. Given the never-ending conflict between the teams, the company officially announced a four-way tag team match between the Irresistible Forces, the Allies of Convenience, the Bella Twins, and Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. They will lock horns for the women's tag team title at the Showcase of the Immortals. That said, it will be interesting to see what plans Triple H and the WWE creative team have in store for the women's tag team division in the coming weeks as the show of shows inches closer. Which team will reign supreme at Mania? Hit the discuss button and sound off. Rhea Ripley breaks character. Reveals honest reaction to facing Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42, won the 2026 Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn a WWE Women's Championship match against Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. This will be the first time the Storm will walk into the show of shows as a singles champion. Recently, Ripley was asked about her thoughts on facing Cargill at WrestleMania this year. In particular, the gap in experience was the point of discussion during a recent edition of the Laura Rosenberg show. The former women's world champion was asked whether she felt the pressure of ensuring that the match lived up to the expectations. She broke character and spoke about elevating her on-screen rival despite her limited experience in the ring. I do. I definitely do. I feel like this is a match that a lot of people have wanted for a long time. Especially at WrestleMania, there's already so much pressure going into that day and into that match. And then also going off of last year, it was the same at WrestleMania 39 when I faced Charlotte. Then going into WrestleMania 40, I was like, I have to do just as well as I did the year before. Like, I really have to. But now, stepping in with someone that has only had limited experience within the wrestling industry compared to a lot of people on the show, I do have that pressure to kind of uplift her and bring her to a different level so we can go out there and we can make magic just like everyone expects from us, Rhea Ripley said. Rhea Ripley reveals she almost never became a wrestler. In the same interview, the Nightmare revealed that she was very good at football during her teenage years. She captained her U15 team and was a strong presence in defense. However, she added that she eventually fell out of love with the sport and branched out to wrestling. After impressing in the Australian independent scene, Rhea Ripley has now become one of the faces of WWE. Rhea Ripley should take an extended break from wrestling due to one reason. Says WWE name Rhea Ripley is a 3-time world champion in WWE and has been a mainstay on the weekly shows, barring time away due to injuries. However, an analyst now believes that she should take an extended break from wrestling. In a recent edition of the Laura Rosenberg show, the WWE analyst Peter Rosenberg expressed that he really appreciated Rhea Ripley, but wanted to see her take an extended break from wrestling to protect her longevity. Maybe it's time for Rhea to take 3 months because I just want her to have longevity physically and mentally. Because it's one thing to show up there and work every day. It's another thing to show up. And when your music hits, it's that moment every single night. There's whether she holds a title or not. Now you're kind of like a champion because there's a lot of pressure on you, Ripley said. The former Judgment Day member recently lost the Women's Tag Team Championship before winning the Elimination Chamber match. In the same interview, she claimed she didn't need a title to feel dominant in the company. Rhea Ripley also seemingly offered a spoiler about her WrestleMania 42 match against Cargill, claiming she would walk out with the title in Las Vegas. I feel like I don't need a title to represent how dominant I am in the WWE. That being said, at WrestleMania, I will be getting a title, she said. Ripley has a tall task ahead of her for the next few weeks, as she has to deal with not only Cargill, but also her new teammates B-Fab and Machine. It now remains to be seen how she handles the situation en route to a 4th world title in the company. I just lost the love for it. WWE star Rhea Ripley details how she almost never started wrestling. Rhea Ripley is now one of WWE's biggest names and is a former multi-time world champion. She is set to challenge Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania 42 in April. During a recent appearance on the Laura Rosenberg show, Rhea Ripley revealed how she almost never started wrestling. She said that she was passionate about football, soccer, and netball during her teenage years in Australia, but eventually fell out of love with the sport despite being good at it. I was pretty serious. Like, I did really enjoy it, netball, and I played it for like 6 years, but football was always my number one. I loved it. Soccer. I thought that I'd be a professional soccer player for sure. My last year was under 15s. I was captain for my last year and I played for under 15s, and then I would after that match get some water, get some snacks, play for the under 16s, get some water, get some snacks, then play for the reserves. So I would sometimes be playing 3 back-to-back soccer games and I wouldn't get subbed, and I was always like center defense because I was like the #1 defender. Yeah. I'd be shooting goals from defense. No, I think I could have gone further. I just lost the love for it, she said. The Eradicator is not just dealing with Jade Cargill on WWE SmackDown, but also with her newly assembled faction consisting of B-Fab and Michin. The two were initially feuding with Cargill when she initially won the title in November. However, the tides have now turned, and the two have aligned with Cargill to battle Rhea Ripley heading into WrestleMania 42. It now remains to be seen how the storyline develops in the coming weeks. WWE star Rhea Ripley sends adorable message to husband Buddy. Matthews continues to share a lovable bond with her husband, Buddy Matthews, despite the duo working in rival wrestling companies. Recently, the WWE megastar shared an adorable message for her beloved one. The former WWE Women's World Champion is currently a top fixture for the company and part of the SmackDown roster. She is on the road to WrestleMania 42 to challenge Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. On the other hand, Buddy Matthews has been absent from AEW due to an injury sustained at Grand Slam Australia 2025. While they are two of the most eccentric personalities inside the square circle, they are a beloved couple outside who enjoy the little joys of a relationship. Rhea Ripley recently took to her Instagram stories to share a photo of Matthews making an adorable face, copying the expression of the Chucky toy kept in front of him. Rhea Ripley made a bold claim ahead of WrestleMania 42. In a recent interview on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show, Rhea Ripley made it clear that she did not need a championship to establish dominance in WWE. At the same time, she was laser-focused on dethroning Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. I don't know, I feel like kind of naked in a way without it, but at the same time, like, I don't mind not having a title because I still feel like, kind of what you were saying, every time I walk through the curtain and walk onto the stage in front of everyone, I feel like a champion. Yeah, so I feel like I don't need a title to represent how dominant I am in the WWE. That being said, at WrestleMania, I will be getting a title, he said. Rhea Ripley. I really want to leave this company where the women's division is better off. Rhea Ripley hopes that she can leave WWE's women's division better off than before she arrived. Rhea Ripley hopes that she can leave WWE's women's division better off than before she arrived. Ripley is one of the biggest stars in professional wrestling today and is undisputedly one of WWE's top superstars. For Rhea, she has helped lead the charge in WWE's women's division, growing from what it was 15 to 20 years ago to being on par with the men in 2026. While speaking to the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show in a new interview, Rhea Ripley spoke about wanting to leave WWE's women's division better off when she exits the company. We had to wait 8 years for the Evolution 2, which was a wild thing. But I feel like after Evolution 2, which is an all-women's pay-per-view, I feel like we went out there and we showed everyone exactly what we can do, and I'm hoping that it takes less time now for Evolution 3. I really hope that everyone watched that and went, wow, this needs to be a yearly thing. Because we're really busting our ass every time we go out there, and we're making sure that we're making as much history that we can along the way. But we're trying to set up the future for better things as well. I really want to leave this company where the women's division is better off. Elsewhere in the same interview, Rhea spoke about not needing a championship to showcase how dominant she is in WWE. You can read more about that here